Stratford County Stephen Bork, former major that resigned after he took this information and gave me a case and call log number. Well, Eric Millar, Homeland Security, what happened? I'm only showing you this because you people asked, why'd you file a lawsuit, Kim? Because I was sex trafficked and they hid the information, as well as they're very well aware that my husband, William Asher, went missing, claimed his death, claimed my death and my daughter's death at Social Security Administration in Bangor, Maine, and everybody's hiding the information. But he's very well and alive. He lives in the area of Rochester, New Hampshire, or across the border in Maine, as well as he works for the government, and he's still under false pretenses. But please be expecting calls from him. Well, I was expecting and never received. So that means Homeland Security hid information about sex trafficking, I'm telling you. And the Attorney General's right in with him, and I got proof. That's why I filed against Rockingham County, but this is Stratford County, and I filed against them too. These are the pictures he said he couldn't see. I don't know how. Stratford County, this is my case number. Why don't you tell everybody what happened? Christopher Ray. This is just a portion. Led to a restraining protection order against me under false pretenses. That means they illegally took my rights away for a year because of his lies and living under false pretenses. So I dare tell you that on April 6th, in Greenland, New Hampshire, as well as across the town line in Portsmouth, when I was at the library, I had been surveilled by Michael Drake and his buddy. They formed this buddy system. There were cruisers sitting everywhere, and there's never cruisers sitting everywhere. Michael Drake was just randomly pulling people over and letting them go. I've got pictures of it. So, noting that he was riding around, and he had been over at the truck area, the rest stop, travel center, and he had been sitting in with it on the side behind the cement barricade, okay? So he had already been surveilling my plate and running my information, and he knew all kinds of information about me when on April 7th, he pulled up and he was sitting behind my car. He wasn't even parked properly in a parking spot, but he made notation that I was over the line when I was parked, okay? So anyways, he goes on to surveil me. Well, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just coming out of the store. I had gone in and gotten coffee and doing my normal routine of feeding my cat, whatever. Anyways, Michael Drake made up a story and said that he saw me smoking something. Well, he says that he used his binoculars to surveil me as he sat across the street in an open parking lot of a car dealership across from the TA Travel Center in Greenland, New Hampshire, exit 3. All right. So, noting that he said he saw me smoking something, he surveilled me smoking something, he comes over with his lights. Oh, by the way, he tells me that I have a warrant for my arrest out of Bethlehem, New Hampshire from 2019. Mind you, October of 2023 and 2024. Christopher Ray knows damn well from Federal Bureau of Investigation that I didn't have any warrants out of New Hampshire. Somerset County knows I didn't have any warrants as of October 2024 because they had run me extensively, okay? And so there was no warrant that showed up until Michael Drake and my husband, William Asher, who has been claiming his death, claimed me dead, claimed my daughter dead, and God only knows how many he claimed dead, okay? But lived under many, many, many aliases and still living under false pretenses by using his real name, all right? I get pulled over, not over, but up on. He wants my information, He's already run me because, why? Because I left my purse in the store accidentally, and it had my car key and my license, all right, as well as my debit card and my cash. So noting that I had just come back from a missing person search for my daughter, Kayla Wright, who had previously got shot in the head and was found dead. Okay, so not only I had worked on that case, searching for her, searching for my own daughter, brought her back to safety, and then I retreated down to the Carolinas for the winter. I was just coming back. My daughter had gone missing again, still hadn't been noticed or notified to anybody, and I was reaching out. Well, I had reached out by putting on all of my car windows, the sides and the back anyway, about what they had done, sex trafficking and case numbers, missing person search for my daughter, and about Kayla Wright, as well as about my imposter husband. Lo and behold, I got swatted not just once on my way back, but twice, which led me into being stalled from traveling back home to Maine because of the storm. Remember that storm in April of 2024, people? Okay, I know you do, because you couldn't go anywhere, neither could I. That means there's no way that I drove 3 hours to Maine to my home to get marijuana to drive back to the TA Travel Center. It would make no fucking sense, right? But Michael Drake seemingly found marijuana to put in my car. Not only that, but when they gave me my car key back because they had impounded my vehicle and they took my car to the police station, not to an impound yard, okay? They searched my car and my FBI evidence, all of my cases that I filed, my reports, statements, pictures. They were all tainted and tampered with, weren't they, Michael Drake? And some of them are missing. The ones pertaining to the Hetty Green Motel, Bellows Falls, Vermont, and a couple others pertaining to William Asher. Well, it just seems to be Michael Drake made me aware that he knew people from Bellows Falls. I looked up Michael Drake, and by the way, all my case got dismissed before I hit the courtroom, but I spent a night in jail. I took a trip to the hospital, and that's another lawsuit. Brentwood Jail, this was during totality, held me wrongfully, and when the case was dismissed, that means malicious prosecution, so Michael Drake kidnapped me by gunpoint and restraints, as well as transported me unwillingly. I was detained unwillingly. I was defamed. I was slandered. They said I had track marks. I've never done fucking drugs willingly. And it wouldn't be track marks anyways. And if I did have track marks, why the fuck didn't the hospital check me? And why didn't the EMTs, except for they let me lay there on the ground. And every now and then they kept on checking my pulse to make sure I was still alive. I was very well incoherent. Believe me when I tell you, there's a lawsuit filed, and there's 3 lawsuits filed, and there's a 4th lawsuit that's been filed, and there's more to come. Because now that I filed against the agencies, I'm coming after Michael Drake, civil lawsuit, personal injury. Tara Tucker, personal injury. You better be finding that black book would be my suggestion. You tell everybody about the hidden information from when I walked my happy ass up there April 9th, 2024, and told you everything I know about my daughter being missing, the sex trafficking motherfuckers, the police that are involved, the politicians that are involved, and William Asher, your friend. Goodbye.